Welcome back for Banshee Cup Qualifier number 6, day number 1. We're in the final qualifier for this tournament series. We're in the upper bracket semifinal matchup. Mr. Bandit, that's enough on those toes. We have Vinland Raiders on the left-hand side with Three-Legged Cat on the right. Winner of this goes on to the upper bracket final coming up next. And as I mentioned, Battlefield of Eternity map number 1. If you're watching over here on Twitch, be sure to follow the stream. And so if you'd like to support further, every little bit helps. Subs, gifted subs, bits, all that good stuff. Every little bit helps us sustain full-time streaming and continue to bring you some amazing content. So if you're having fun, be sure to follow, and supporting further is very much appreciated. If you're watching on the YouTube side of things, be sure to like and subscribe so we can grow the YouTube page. We're halfway to 1,000 subs on that channel, which means we could monetize. Someone left a comment that said my videos are not SEO friendly. I have no idea what that means. I guess it's a search thingy, but the most generic comment that actually gives me no real answer as to what to do. So either way, hopefully we can grow the YouTube page a little bit further. If you're watching on YouTube and you end up running into a point of this video where there's just nothing but a logo, that's because we add spoiler-free additional time to all of our VODs on the YouTube side for these tournaments, so that way you can't look at the time signature and know how long the VOD is. So maybe that actually affects my YouTube-ness, because I do have like 40 minutes of unwatched content consistently because I add in the spoiler-free time. But that's okay. The big thing is we do all that so y'all can have a fantastic time. Search engine optimization. You're a search engine optimization.
Smoke weed every day.
Got him. We're in the Meta Madness style of draft. Heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps in this best of 3 series. Now, there are going to be some shenanigans during the playoffs, but that does not pre-ban heroes. There's going to be a bounty system in the playoffs, which we'll talk about next weekend. It's a really cool system. Essentially, players can, before a game, say, I want to go all StarCraft characters, and if they can draft an all StarCraft character team and they win with it, they get the bounty, which is, I believe, $50 per bounty. So either way, it's more ways for players to get prize pool money. So big shout out to Kevin for that one. But as I said, we'll go more in depth next weekend with that when it's actually in play. For now, we'll just kind of talk about it surface level wise. Lucio, first pick for the side of Vinland Raiders on Battlefield of Eternity. I'm not subbed to you on YouTube, and I got recommended to that specific video. Huh. Funny enough, Kala. Well, you should be subbed to me on YouTube, because it costs you $0. You should use all of your Google accounts to sub to my YouTube channel. Chat. I don't know enough about it. I think they're saying you have shitty keywords for playing the Google algorithm. The algorithm. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. When you make a YouTube video, you have... Here, I can show you. You literally have... So you have... Here's literally all my tags. These are all of my tags can be useful content if you're common misspelled. Otherwise, tags will help you find viewers. Esports, MOBA, Heroes of the Storm, Bahamut Gaming, Casting, Match Commentary, HOTS Esports, Heroes of the Storm Esports, Grassroots, Heroes of the Storm, Baha Casting, Baha HOTS, Bahamut Gaming HOTS, Bahamut Gaming, Heroes of the Storm, EU, Meta Madness, Baha. Like, I have all of these search words. Like, what else could I even possibly add in? I think those are pretty decent search words. I don't want to put patch notes and make some random YouTuber upset. I was gonna watch your videos, but this I didn't read the title and I don't know how to take a joke, so I'm upset. Anyways, we're back into it. Battlefield of Eternity with Lucio, Sylvanas, Garrosh on the left-hand side. Looks good. Yeah, I have no idea what the dude is talking about. The only way I could make it better is better thumbnails and probably promoting it through other sources. I know plenty of people that put words in not related to their video. Oh, really? I honestly go about this the same way that Warak and I went about it with the Hero CCL videos. Now, granted, Hero CCL has that YouTube page is monetized and blah, 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 and it gets pushed and this and that. You need to add Mr. Beast and Dream. Ew. I might as well add in boring-ass content creators that just sit there and comment on other people's videos who are commenting. You know, making reaction videos of reaction videos. Dude, I don't get, like, watching hot people just, like, sit around and talk and reaction videos I just don't get the content. But hey, you know what? That's the whole point of it. Content is subjective, so if you enjoy it, enjoy it. But I don't get it. I don't get the appeal. Maybe her pants will just fly right off and I'll see her butt. It's like, no, okay. I don't know. Weird. But, either way, start prediction. Let's see who's gonna win. Oh, we're going back to Battlefield again. A lot of Battlefield today. A lot of Battlefield, a lot of Tomb. What's up, Day? Hey, Day. Good to see you, Day. Hope you're well, Day. I hope Trinity got some eggs today, Day. Did Trinity 2-bag you, Day? But the whole reason I watch your videos is watching hot people sit around and talk. Get out of town. All right. Thanks, Kess. Right side of Battlefield of Eternity, upper bracket, semifinal matchup. Winner of this goes on to the upper bracket finals. Up next, we got BRB soaking on Samuro. We have a high rate Diablo, Dark on Tracer, Captain Rex to play your Greymane, and Deviant on the Anduin. Left side of Battlefield, Vinland Raiders. We'll see a Sven on Urel. We've got a... Oh, I thought that was a frog. We've got Hunter Orc on Lucio, Nano Li Ming, Mopsio Garrosh, and Gaff will be your Sylvanas. On a serious note, you can just clip highlights of each series and upload them as short and watch the full game on my channel. Shorts are kind of wild right now. Yeah, that is true. Like, I actually have heard really, really good things about shorts. It's just more work that I... It's just more work. Like, that's the big thing at the end of the day, is, like, if I wanted to do that, I would have to figure out, like, a good clip moment of a game, and I'd have to edit that out, or at least clip it from Twitch, and then download it, upload it, tag it. It's just, it's a lot, like, it's really good, don't get me wrong, I absolutely agree. It's just more work that I don't know if I have time or the physical ability to, like, sit here and work on. Like, I was barely able to get a video up per day when I was initially injured. Like, I would edit a video for Banshee Cup and then just get it rendered and get it on YouTube. Usually I'd edit the entire day, like 5 videos, render it all, get it up on YouTube, and be done, but I was struggling just to do that, so maybe in the future, that's a good way to grow the YouTube channel, but right now I just, unfortunately, with the injury, I'm just going to play it slow and safe. Yeah. Aren't you already setting aside casting clips or highlight reel? You can just use those. I mean, yes and no. I still have to go back into the VOD. Because if I push the clip button on my Stream Deck, there's a 20-second delay, and the clip button might not get the best, or it might not be getting the beginning, it might not get the end of a play-by-play. So most of the time when I'm doing that, it's just to put like a marker in the stream so I know where to find the clip. But since I've had the injury, I haven't gone back and gone through any of those clips. I did forget to hit the gamble button again. I got distracted. My apologies. There you go. There's the gamble. Leap of Faith onto high rate does save. But even then, like, you'd also want the play-by-play in the short to correlate to the video. Because then there's going to be some butthole on YouTube like, I thought this was Bathrobe and Bratwurst versus Space Goofs, but instead I clicked on the video and it was Vinland Raiders versus Three-Legged Cat. Your content is bad. Unsubscribed. You know there'd be people like that. Yeah, there's a lot of little details in the background, and unfortunately, the post-editing for, like, full-time streaming is very difficult. Because keep in mind, like, I'll stream 6 or 7, 8 hours, and then the last thing I want to do after I stream is sit here and edit videos. Like, when I'm done streaming, the first thing I want to do is go chill with Bandit and be away from a computer screen. Garrosh with the Groundbreaker. Shadow Charge is going to be met from High Wraith. Indomitable activated by Garrosh. You just can't squeeze past the Diablo, and Diablo's the one to go down. Greymane will be able to get the counter kill, though. Thanks for the comment, because you know people aren't subscribed anyways. Oh, that's true. That's true, Stark. That's true.
I must take up a new position.
Alright, well, Fallen Shaman. You know what's wild? I have 1,000 views on the patch notes that we did a while ago. I have 1,000 views on that. I don't have 1,000 subs. I don't get it. I thought you get a sub per view. Like everyone who watches subs, right? It's like Twitch. I have 7,000 followers. I have 7,000 viewers every stream, right? God, I wish. Actually, I don't know if I'd want 7,000. I don't think I could keep up with that Twitch chat. Now, maybe like a couple hundred. Yeah, sure. I don't think I could handle 7,000 viewers. That tea is way heavier than I thought it was. There's more coal. Mobsio should be dead here. Will be taken down. Nice overpower from Diablo. Not respect, or Garrosh not really respecting that. I think Mobsio's maybe looking to make some sort of like counterplay off of all of that, but it just did not work out. Some of us watch videos twice. What? Wait, so you're saying that if you enjoy something, you watch it more than once? That's not possible. Says me, who just rewatched all of Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter while I was injured. All right. I do love that the third Harry Potter movie just literally ends with a screen freeze of Harry riding the firebolt. And it's like, it's just such a weird moment to end the entire movie. Like, the third movie just kind of abruptly, I wouldn't say like abruptly, but it just kind of ends. Like, everything's practically resolved, but it's still like, okay, freeze frame, bye-bye. Diablo in top lane pressuring onto the enemies just a little bit here. Samuro in bottom is doing his best. Groundbreaker's being thrown up by Garrosh. It is a body block Garrosh once again. Could see the Decimate level 10. We'll go ahead and cycle through the other numbers and get an idea of what those look like while we wait for those to pop up. This is why Hollywood hasn't had a new idea come out of it in 15 years. I think that's a bit of an exaggeration. I think that's a bit of an exaggeration. There's definitely been some good movies. Like, I talk about it all the time, but like, I loved They Cloned Tyrone. I thought that was such a good movie. Okay, hold on. Groundbreaker toss on to Diablo. He's gonna do his best to back away here. He'll be able to do so just fine. I mean, like, everything, everywhere, all at once. People absolutely loved that. That was fairly original. Also, I think it's got like a nice like background sort of. I don't know if you call it an allegory. If you just meant like, it has like a background sort of like theme of like depression in a sense. Like, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. As someone whose parents escaped communism and stuff, like, I can relate to a lot of things in that movie. Different culture, but there's a lot of things that are relatable. All right, well, that's Samuro being taken down. Pulse Bomb was applied near to maybe zone back the enemies, but it's just not enough. Tracer and friends can't save Diablo and Samuro, as Diablo's souls will be expended for him to come back into this. Sorry, I misread the Tracer Pulse Bomb. I thought it went to someone else. Anyways, Durell jumps in with Avenging Wrath. The Black Arrows from Sylvanas will expire, but they still have a decent minion wave from bottom with the Impaler camp, and the objective phase is still up as well. Are you telling me that Fast X is not an original idea? By the way, I personally loved Fast X, but I love the Fast and Furious movies. I don't care how ridiculous they are. I don't care that the runway in Fast and Furious, what is it, 6 or 7, is longer than all of Europe. I don't care about any of that. They're fun adventures. 6-3 in kills. Yrel is going to scout out Samuro. He's going to apply some damage to Sven, but I don't think he's too concerned about that realistically. It is a Blade Storm from Samuro here at level 10, so he's going to be having that wave clear value, no instant transmission or no control. Hold on, that's going to be an ally toss onto the Lucio. Warlord challenge attempted here. Dark is going to be chased down. One more auto! And they don't have it. Actually, Mopsio I think might be dead here. Ooh, the speed boost.
Victory.
Ooh, the speed boost.
Righteousness.
All right, so objective goes to top lane. Bottom is being cleared out.
The heavens shall triumph this day. I will bring down the gates of hell.
So, top lane siege continues here. Immortal is doing its... Oh, Black Arrows from Sylvanas activated. Sven jumps into the backline with the Rurel. Hand of Freedom applied as well. Ardent Defender is up and available. Anduin, I don't know how you ended up over here, homie, but you are definitely dead. So Anduin is split. That does open up the opportunity to save the top lane keep front gate. But it's still a 7-3 in kills. A level lead to the side of our blue squad. There was a trailer for a new movie that I'm excited about. It's like Night with the Devil or something like that. I think it has the actor who played the Joker in the Joker movie. I forget his name, but I have to double check. Oh, it's not a Kaimo cleanse. All right, nicely done. It's like The Devil After Midnight, I think is the name of it. I'm trying to find this really quickly. Late Night with the Devil. It looks really interesting. Hopefully that's going to be a nice new fun horror movie, and it's not going to be too artsy. A little too artsy. Diablo's displaced. Warlord's challenge activated by Garrosh onto Tracer. The Indomitable was used as well. Mopsio will go down to the Pulse Bomb. Diablo's souls are back to full, so if he dies, he has the reduced cooldown on his respawn. But it looks like only Garrosh is the one to fall here. Alrighty. Well, Fire Stomp checks the camp. Doesn't look like there's going to be any sort of invade onto that. They set up for the Immortal. Okay. Immortal being grabbed. Burn this down quickly.
It is time for change.
But Garrosh is back, and they got a little bit of damage on the Immortal. Okay, so how do they want to play this? They have to go for the team fight. I don't think you just try and race against them. I think you look for the strong team fight. Yeah. Defend around your objective. Oh, no. They're just going to defend. Okay. I thought they were going in for aggression here. Greymane working on that bottom lane wave. Sylvanas doing the same thing in top, so it is 4v4. Sylvanas, though, already making her way back into the core 5. Samura on the left-hand side has that Sakuchi. Does he? Yeah, he does. Thought it was level 16 for some weird reason. Lucio amps things up. We've got a little bit of a spread out fight right now. Sylvanas doing her best to back away. Samuro on the objective. It's already on the second half, so there's not going to be a mid-phase show or a swap, if you will, in locations. Level 16 almost here for our blue squad, but I don't think they can wait for that to slowly float on in. Speaking of floating in, the top lane does have a wave pushing in. Samuro will show. Is that a green light for them to go in for this? Seems like Gaff is going to be calling, or at least moving in for Immortal race. Li Ming going to help out. Garrosh anchoring around the Immortal, and yeah, they're either giving this or they have to just try. Okay. First bullet. High five in from Lucio. Still have Samuro trying to work on the Immortal with those mirror images. 3,646 HP to go on this Immortal. Meanwhile, Sylvanas and Li Ming, they're working on this. Oh wait, and they've. Oh no, the Wailing Arrows Gonna get juked right there, but Samuro, he's got the Sakuchi distance. Wave of Force, high five, or excuse me, pushed off from Lucio. So they will get the kill on Samuro, but they will not win the objective. Groundbreaker attempted by Mopsio, can't find the enemy. Alright, Immortal goes into bottom lane wave. How is this gonna work out?
Listen and obey.
They're gonna split push this, okay. They'll leave a few in top lane and let the Immortal clear in bottom or push up in bottom, but this is not gonna get that much value, especially with Li Ming and Sylvanas down here. I mean, the shielding's already gone. Look at that health bar in the bottom right of your screen. Absolutely being withered away. So the Immortal phase is gotten. The fort will drop down to just about 50% here, and that's the end of that. Three-legged cat create a bit of a window for them to start pushing back against the enemy, but they still have both forts down. Top lane keep front gate is gone. Bottom lane is still safe and fine. Whew, Samuro's going to be discovered here. He's just going to swap to a clone to back up in top lane. Camp in bottom is already gotten, and Sylvanas will push things up. Looking to see if they've got black arrows available, and absolutely. And Samuro pushes up the wave. I think this is like fort being traded for keep front gate. Garrosh anchoring in the bush for any sort of flank. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, and Samuro gets that top lane fort, as I mentioned. Easy enough. There's a mass rotation into top, but Samuro should be fine out of this. He's actually already hearthing, unless he gets discovered by Garrosh with a Groundbreaker. Nah. Oh, did they save the top lane fort? They do. Nicely done. Good Righteous Hammer. Lucio, he amps it up for that damage around, just in case he can get the cancel on a hearth or anything like that, but Samuro's already out. They're working on the camp on the right-hand side. 8-4 in kills, and Vinland Raiders still with a lead here in map number 1 in this upper bracket semi-final matchup. As I had mentioned, winner goes on to the upper bracket final coming up next. That'll be the final game of the day.
Before long, heroes.
All right. God, what is this top lane fort on? It's got to be like 1,000 or something. 1,146. And Samuro wants to push things up, but the rotation's already been had, so it's not going to... The wave won't even get close enough to the fort, so no periodic catapult pressure. The Immortals will go onto the defensive sides, red on the right, blue on the left. Samuro's going to split some mirror images for some vision. Sees the enemy team rotating down. It's just going to be a quick clear on those mirror images. While Tracer works on the bottom lane camp. And this Immortal phase is going to be dropping down to about 70% HP. Maybe a little bit more than that. Samuro getting discovered here. That's not a good time for Samuro. Just kill the real Samuro forehead, and they managed to do so. Good wailing arrow from Sylvanas, I think, denied him being able to use any other buttons, so even then, they get the kill. Samuro's dead. They're going to chase him through bottom lane. Mopsio's got that Warlord's Challenge up and available. There's a light bomb from the Anduin. That's a whole heck load of damage onto Garrosh, who is going to be doing his best to ground break and such, but that will be Anduin, the one to go down. That's a reset for Li Ming as they're going to try and take down Diablo, and he will go down. Souls expended. Back down to 25. He did go into the domination level 16, but this is going to be the first half of the Immortal race down by the side of Vinland Raiders. Will this be a trickle in of experience for level 20? They're really close for it.
Our battle cannot remain here.
Little magic missiles thrown back here and there.
Banshee queen.
Possession on 3 minions right there, just to bolster this top lane wave. Ooh, we have the Death Wish from the Garrosh. Bolt of the Storm for Sylvanas. High Five Mixing Fire for Lucio. Repulsion, Li Ming, and of course, Seraphim Murel. Wailing Arrow, 18 seconds away from cooldown. As I mentioned, that top lane wave is pretty massive. Granted, this Immortal phase is going pretty well for Three-Legged Cat right now. Uriel jumps in with an Avenging Wrath and Righteous Hammer. Pushes back the enemy. Samuro mirror images getting some damage, but also providing vision for the allies. Still, top lane Catapult fixated onto the keep, getting great damage. Greymane shows, and that's the green light to go into this Immortal and race. With Greymane showing in top, yeah, Tracer's going to get some damage as a Busy Bee, but that Busy Bee is not going to have a strong enough stinger to take down the Immortal. Lucio amps things up, Mopsio stepping up, and that's just zoning. That's just some zoning. They don't go for Tracer, okay.
Brings order to this realm.
Alrighty, so Immortal goes into bottom lane wave. Sylvanas possesses a minion or two. Li Ming clears out the rest of the wave as well with some combos. And this could be the final push on the map. Samaro, he's looking for the top lane fort. He'll probably hearth out after pushing up this wave. Greymane Inner Beast is active. Repulsion pushing people around. There's going to be Diablo displaced by the Garrosh. High Wraith is so very low. Doesn't have enough souls to spawn back in. Samuro is getting top lane forward, or did. He's going to hearth out of that lane as the bottom lane keep goes down. And Immortal very healthy. Whoa! Sorry about that, chat. A little bit of a render lag, but we're good, it seems. Knock on wood. We've got the Immortal taking down the shielding. It's going to be Diablo doing his best to back away, actually. Hold on, Samuro is caught on the left-hand side. We got a light bomb. Diablo has to Hellgate away. Garrosh tosses Urel into the Hellgate. Anduin goes down. It's Reset City for Li Ming. Captain Rex is low. Can we find a No! Greymane lives. No Finland for Vinland. What a spectacular game. What fantastic matches today, and we still have more action for all of you at home. If you're enjoying the stream, be sure to follow. If you want to support further, it's much appreciated. We did have a little bit of forced vacation, so we did drop down in subs. So if you're feeling generous, if you're feeling like, oh man, I'd like to push closer for that April movie night, by all means, be sure to subscribe. In March, we have Galaxy Quest and Shrek. We haven't decided on our April movies yet, so. A bit of a different build for Li Ming for once. I'd say this is pretty common. Like, yeah, usually you see, like, Mirror Ball and stuff like that, but, yeah, like the 1, 4, and 7, 10, those are pretty common. The 13, 16 on this map, I think, is definitely where you start to get into the different stuff. Either way, consider subscribing, as we're going to run some ads and get into map number 2. Doing a lot better than I was a week ago. We still have definite recovery time. My personal 2 cents is it's probably still going to be at least 4 to 6 weeks before I'm, like, back to a good place. But we are on a positive trajectory. I've got a orthopedic surgery sort of sports medicine consultation thingy on Thursday. So they're going to decide whether or not I need surgery or if they're going to give me the steroid shot. I'm really hoping that it's the steroid shot. Now, granted, for those of you who don't know, and if you're squeamish, I apologize, the steroid shot goes directly into the spine, right around the area, and they basically try to do a local injection of a steroid to reduce the inflammation, get everything down, and then I can start the healing process through physical therapy. If the membrane around what is called the easiest way to put it is you have your spinal columns, and then you have like a jelly donut, the disc. The disc is underneath it, and then there's another spinal column, and that jelly donut is like a cushion. And there's like a membrane around it. So if that membrane's pushing out onto a nerve, and then that membrane can also rupture. And if it ruptures, then you but typically you go in for surgery to get that cleaned up. Usually they pull it all back together so the membrane's back intact. But as I was talking to my physical therapist, he was saying to me that even if it's ruptured, I might not need surgery, and it might be one of those things that I can get away with just the local steroid shot. So I'll know on Thursday. Thursday's the big day. You've had spinal injection before. It was also fully sedated for it, and it was surgery. Yeah. My mom's had the injections and the surgery. She had the surgery first, and then she had an injury, which flared it back up, and then she actually went through like 3 rounds of steroids. The first 2 didn't hit on the right spot, and the third one hit exactly where it needed to go. So, because if the third one didn't work, she would have had to go in for another surgery. My neighbor's been through 2 of these surgeries, so I have a lot of people who have given me information on it. So at this point, all I can do is hope. I don't mind doing the surgery, I just prefer not to do it. It's more recovery time, it's more hassle and stuff. I'm not afraid of it, I just don't want to deal with it. I'd rather get the local injection, take 2 days to lay on the floor, let that kick in, and start my recovery. But as I said, recovery is recovery. We're going to get into this. Infernal Shrines, map number 2. I appreciate everyone for the concern, and I apologize to those of you who are sick of hearing me talk about the exact same thing. But that's just the case. That's just the case. We had a pretty bad spine injury, and I was out for a week. Hopefully we're back and working towards a slow, progressive recovery. Because it ain't gonna go fast. That's a certainty. It's not like a common cold where I wait 2 weeks and I feel better. Blaze, Genji, Brightwing. So this is the Meta Madness style of draft, so heroes that are picked and played are unavailable. So the 10 heroes we saw in the previous map are unavailable here. But Blaze, Genji, Brightwing is not too bad of a start. Still need a tank. I'd really like some sort of like big burst mage. And Mephisto and Chromie are gonna be banned out already. It's not the surgery, it's everything else around. Exactly, Stark. Like, I like getting knocked out. I'm not afraid of getting knocked out. The surgery is, I wouldn't say like minimally invasive, but it's not like I'm getting like reconstructive knee surgery. It's fairly common of a surgery for this type of injury. So like those things I'm not worried about. It's exactly what you said. Like my dad was literally like last week, the day I was in pain, he was like, I'll fly out tomorrow. And I was like, no, it's okay. Like I'm handling okay, but thank you. But he's like, if you end up getting surgery, I'll fly out early because they're going to be coming in March anyways. He was offering to fly out early so he can take care of me. Obviously, I can't do stream stuff. I can't do stuff around the house. So like that's the whole side of it. It's just being out of commission for the recovery time of that. But anyways, Varian, Junkrat, Leoric, Hanzo. So they need a healer on the right-hand side. I don't mind a Stukov whatsoever. I love the Gul'dan. I like the Johan. I actually love the draft of Vinland Raiders. They check so many boxes here. Now, it's a meme, but I'm also serious. Reign of Destruction's really good. Now, Horrify is probably going to be the target or the pickup here because of the dive of Varian, Leoric, and yeah. You have the opportunity to push people away with that Horrify. Just Reign of Destruction just can get so much actual value. And Deep Impact level 20 is, I think, undervalued as well. But last pick on the right-hand side needs to be a healer. They're going to go Oofer. Brief update. You're currently being digested with Chest Looter. Maybe he'll save you, but also you tried to kill him when you were last here. Well, I mean, maybe he shouldn't have done all those evil things that I sort of remember him doing. Maybe I watched too much Harry Potter, and he's gotta die to be reborn as good. Or maybe my character just doesn't understand what's happening, and he's just going with his gut. It's more of that. Alrighty, let's get on into this. Map number 2 in our 4th best of 3 of the day. 4th best of 3 of the day, map number 2. We could be going to the grand finals up next. Let me go ahead and get our prediction written up and ready to go. I will do my best to remember this time. If I forget by 2 minutes in game, by all means, remind me. Right-hand side of the map, we've got Three-Legged Cat. High Wraith on Hanzo. BRB soaking to play Leoric. Deviant on the Varian. Captain Rex playing Uther. And last but not least, Dark on the Junkrat. On the left of the map, we've got Vinland Raiders. We've got a Nano, Genji, Mopsio, Johanna, Gaffon, Gul'dan, Sven to play Blaze, and Hunter Orc will be your Brightwing.
4, 3, 2.
I will say this, with the injury and everything, Sunday, I watched so much StarCraft 2 on Sunday. Oh my god. The StarCraft 2 tournament was very fun to watch. IEM Katowice was this past weekend, if you did not catch the games. Very fun tournament. Very, very fun tournament. Hanzo picking up Scatter at level 1, Simple Geometry. Already at 5 stacks. Wow, god dang. Glacier Propulsion. Alright, well, it looks like now's a good time for us to run that gamble, so I'll let the delay kind of catch up so you can hear me talk about it. But gamble's going to be going up here on map number 2. Who's going to be winning this map? Will it be Vinland Raiders going to the upper bracket finals, or will we go to a map 3 through Three-Legged Cat? We're going to find out here in just a moment. And Frozen Punisher, first Punisher of the game, as we begin the gamble. Which team wins? Infernal Shrines. Gul'dan, by the way, Pursuit of Flame. We did not talk about that. Silver Touch for the Uther. Cyril's so damn good. Dude, Cyril is so damn good. Oh, we got a little bit of a pause here. I do apologize. The gamble is going to continue going. Gank? Gank? Gank. Rule set? Alright, anyways, gamble's up and available if you'd like to make a Twitch prediction on who you think is going to win this game. If you would like to make a prediction, it's always fun. There we go. We got a prediction. We don't have odds yet. Pauses may only be started for technical difficulties. Smile. Back. Sorry. All right. Looks like Hunter Orc had a little DC. Looks like our Brightwing player is back in. My mom needs help with her PC. Oh, that's cute, actually. If that's the case, that's actually really cute. All right, we're back into it. See who's going to take a victory here on map number 2. Camp grabbed in bottom lane. Mopsio. Oh, my apologies. They did gank the Leoric in top lane. I didn't think they were going to sustain that chase, but I was not paying attention. I was looking at the odds. 2 stacks on Gul'dan's Pursuit of Flame. He'll pick up a few more of these as the double soak continues and the first objective phase will be announced. That's going to be a decent phase shift from Brightwing. High Wraith is getting chased by Nano. Unable to sustain that chase. All right, we got 1,200 to 700. We got odds, and that's as much as I can ask for. At least points don't go to the Void or Jeff Bezos' wallet. Uh-oh. Mid lane? BRB soaking? Not ganked. Okay. I was trying to find, like, cheesy action movies to watch one of the nights when I was, in recovery. Like, I was like, I want to watch, like, an 80s, 90s action film that's, like, kind of like Cobra or Commando. Or, like it's they're meant to be serious, but they're kind of something you can laugh at. I just could not think of a movie. So that was the night I ended up watching Step Brothers. I was like, I want something kind of funny to laugh at, but I didn't want a comedy. I just couldn't, like, I just wanted, like, a bad movie. Oh, the odds changed. I didn't even see that, Hector. Thank you. Last week was crazy. Banshee Cup, IEM Katowice, Quake Nations Cup, Stormgate Tournament, and even caught a league game. Nice! True Lies. Yeah, but it is as good as Kiss from a Vampire. I watched that movie a couple weeks, like 2 weeks ago or so. Holy hell. Kiss from a Vampire is, it's definitely a Nicolas Cage movie. Holy hell. First objective, Frozen Punisher, being worked on by both sides. Vinland Raiders in the lead right now. Actually, yeah, they're in the lead right now. 7 talents here, almost here for both. Junkrat pushes up the top lane, but does that give the objective phase? Taken down from Johanna. Genji, Swift Strike, decent damage onto Leoric. BRB soaking has to back away. Charge in from Varian, taunt onto Gaff. Gul'dan a little bit low, but don't forget he's got that life funnel ability. He's gonna maybe try and drain some health off of an enemy, maybe a minion potentially. And he's gonna actually get full off of that. A few more Fell Flames thrown in, and this should be first objective phase over to the side of our blue squad. Varian charges in. Taunt is up and available. It's gonna be looking for Sven. Concussion Mine. Phase shift is just in time. BRB soaking is the one to go down. Junkrat to fall as well. Uther goes down just below our talent bar, and I thought there was going to be a kill on Devarian, but a quick triple kill for the side of Vinland Raiders as they get this objective. Holy heck, wait a minute. Nano's going to chase onto High Wraith. I think this is dead Hanzo. Where you going? Nowhere. You know what I should have watched maybe is I should have watched Twilight. That would have probably been something funny to laugh at. I remember when my ex-girlfriend really wanted to go see the third movie part 1, and the ending of that third movie part 1, I no jokes yelled in the theater because I was so mad. Because I legitimately thought that was how it was ending. I was like, oh dude, part 1, hell yeah, they're all dead. I love this. And then it turns out it was all a premonition, and it was like, so part 1 was a waste of time? I remember being so mad. Because I thought like, I was like, oh, I don't have to go see another movie. This is it. This is all the Twilight I'll ever have to watch ever again. Twilight by Rift Track? You know what I really gotta be in the mood for like Rift Tracks and Mystery Science Theater 3000, like, because there's some days I just don't want to listen to people talk over a movie. Some days I just want to enjoy the bad movie on my own. Like Kroll. Such a good bad movie. Jet propulsion in from Blaze. The Horrify from Gul'dan is going to pull this variant out, and the X-Strike going through as well. Gul'dan picks up the kill, and next objective will be Arcane Punisher in the mid lane, but this mid lane fort might be taken down before that's even going to be summoned. Dem, hold on, Brightwing split, but she's going to get an instant blink heal. Out. Yeah. Like, I don't think Rip Tracks or Mystery Science Theater is bad. You just gotta be in the mood for it. I mean, I'd say that, like, it's the same thing to say about, like Lord of the Rings extended editions. Like, you gotta be in the mood for it. Because when I watched Fellowship, there was, like, an hour left, and I was like, how much more is this left? And I was like, oh my god. Yeah. Extended edition adds in, like, so many little scenes, but it adds up over time, so yeah. Anyways. 6-0 in kills. Vinland Raiders in the lead with the Arcane Punisher coming up soon. Actually, I thought that was a lot closer than it was, but never mind. Still should hear the announcement for that soon, as Genji's able to jump away. No potential gank onto him. Steel Trap in the bush for vision and zoning. Gul'dan pushes up bottom lane wave. He's one stack away from Pursuit of Flame. We'll scatter into Sven here. As I mentioned, Hanzo's simple geometry is already done. Silver Touch for Uther's done at level 1 as well. Gul'dan, I mean, he's going to just keep pushing up bottom lane. Why does he need to stop? So many of the enemies are showing in top. So, yeah, Gul'dan gets the wave pushed onto the keep. He backs away, and here comes our next objective. 6-0 in our kills, 13-11 in levels. 13-12. Let's round up for the side of Three-Legged Cat on this, because they're just about to hit that talent. Or that level, sorry. Charge, blink away from Hunter Orc. Mid lane keep front gate is still up. Alright, I think they just give this. I think Three-Legged Cat, they look for waves, and they just try and get that 13 talent here for the defensive posture. Shield Wall Varian level 10. BRB Soaking getting poked at by Nano in the bottom lane, and Nano's going to play this super duper safe to start backing away since the enemy's not showing in lane. Halfway to go on those skeletal defenders for Vinland Raiders. Nicely done. Hanzo trying to poke in here and there, but can't land the Stormbow explosive arrow for that clear. And Junkrat with a little bit of poke here and there in the top lane wave, and they're gonna slow this down a little bit here. Or no, maybe it's not intended. Pursuit of Flame level 1 is done. You've also got the Fellow Armor level 13 for Gul'dan. It's even 13 talent tiers on both sides. BRB Soaking so very low is going to be drained of his health by Gul'dan. Now Deviant is not go. Oh, nice Mopsio. Iron Skin denied the concussion mine, but they weren't able to chase in any further on to the Varian. This will be only one deadly orc who can cheat death. can actually take a look and see really quickly what his death cheating is looking like. He's cheated about 5 seconds of death timer. A little bit more than that as he lands another Drain Hope in the ghost form. Punisher jumps over the wall. Mid-keep is being worked on. Entomb from Leoric. Hunter Orc blinks in with the... Okay, that's a great Dragon's Arrow. Horrify from Gul'dan. Mobsio is not going to be saved by Brightwing Phase Shift in time as the Riptire clears out his health bar. And Blaze in top lane pushes up onto the top lane fort front. Or excuse me, the top lane fort. Goodly done. And we go into bottom lane. More wave clear. And 16 talent here almost achieved as Genji pokes at BRB Soaking in the mid lane area. I have drank way too many fluids way too fast today because I gotta go to the bathroom again already. Too much tea too quickly. Granted, we've been streaming for 5 hours and I'm on my 3rd cup of tea? 4th cup of tea, I think? Not sure. 7-1 in kills. I was yearning for someone to comment odds, found this amazing channel through YouTube. Well, welcome to the stream, Master Adam. Thanks for the kindness, I appreciate it. I do stream, I have a spine injury currently, but I'm hopefully back and healing and able to stream. But we do stream 6 days a week. I average around 6 hours per stream. Typically Tuesdays and Thursdays are for HOTS. Wednesdays, a little bit of HOTS and variety. Friday is typically our challenge stream days, meaning we do difficult games, I guess is a better way to put it. So things like FromSoft games or Souls-likes or Resident Evil Remake Resident Evil 4 Remake with some interesting mods. So we got a lot of fun here. Mondays are typically my only day off, so if you're enjoying yourself, drop a follow, costs you $0. And welcome to the stream, bud. 16 talent here, almost here for a 3-legged cat. We'll have Mortar Punisher in the top lane coming up soon, as the camps will be grabbed by Vinland Raiders, who are kind of, I wouldn't say... Well, they're in the driver's seat of this game. That is true. Like, I'm looking at the... There's fort front gates down in top and mid. Bottom is completely still up. And the other thing to note, too, is, like, this Rampant Hellfire level 16. That's huge for Gul'dan. Oh, Blaze gonna be going to Thermal Protection. Okay. Tough game, any chance for XCOM one day? Yes. Yeah, actually, like, that's not even a joke, but that is something that won't be until, like, March, potentially. Riptire Junkrat going out right there. X-Strike from Nano attempted. There's a Bless Shield onto Hanzo. Oh, wait, excuse me, there's Divine Shield onto Hanzo. Bless Shield also will be applied. Benediction activated by Uther as Hanzo's able to get away, but Gul'dan is going to be cleaning up a bit of this fight right now. Johanna able to get the kill into Junkrat. We have a Leoric and Varian to fall. The top lane fort is completely cleared out. Are they going to end game here? 30 seconds of death timer on average. Blaze is going to go for the objective. No, no, no. I do enjoy XCOM. I've been waiting a while to replay it, and I have a game plan for it. It's just, that game plan is delayed out because the spine injury delayed out other streams in the future. So I definitely do have plans for XCOM stuff in the future, but unfortunately right now, the big priority is just making sure that we're healing up enough where I can stream. And we also have to get through some other games. Like Elden Ring DLC, in my opinion, is right around the corner. The rumors I keep hearing are end of February. And I think that makes sense, because didn't Elden Ring come out in February? Like, isn't it like the 3-year anniversary or something like that of Elden Ring? 2 or 3 years? Probably 2 years. So it would make a lot of sense for them to drop the DLC on the anniversary time. But then again, like, Cav said that he saw rumors that it's going to be in May. So who knows? Yeah, health is the big priority right now. I love streaming. It's just I also need to... Ooh, hold on. That's a great Horrify from Gul'dan. Is there going to be any sort of follow-up? Varian charges in. He doesn't land a taunt in time. He actually will get it towards the end of that polymorph. But now Varian is in a very, very bad spot. Gets the Divine Shield from the Uther, and that is an extra going in from Genji. The Riptire from Junkrat coming out as well. Johanna goes down. Uther and Varian to be traded. Still a W for the side of Vinland Raiders as they get 2. Can they take down Oh, this Leoric is going to be falling here as well. Nicely done. Okay, Junkrat falls as well. Hanzo is going to hearth out here. Gul'dan pushes up the bottom lane wave. Oh, by the way, there's a Punisher in top if you forgot. If you forgot, there was a Punisher during all of this as well, so... I'll see if I can find the Elden Ring thing I saw. Yeah, like, I've seen, like, a bunch of stuff of, like, oh, Elden Ring, like, the DLC is literally in Steam already, because if you go, like, there was a... I don't know if it's data mining at that point, but there was someone who actually found, like, the information about the DLC available as a purchasable package within Steam. Obviously, you can't activate it, but they can see it, so... Alright, the GGs are called, and that is going to be Vinland Raiders with a W here. They're going to move into the upper bracket final coming up next. Out of time for the weekend, Friends Board Games at a stop moment cheer for your return. Hope you're having... Oh, Ninja, thank you so much, bud. I appreciate the kindness. Have fun with the Friends Board Games. Enjoy. Be sure to stomp all of your friends in board games so they invite you back next year, because everyone knows the best person at a board game convention is the one who wins every game and no one else wins. Those are the best people. Sole owner of Elden Ring IP, which explains the delays on the DLC. I did see that, Stark. I did see that, actually. I did see that. Yeah, From Software, like, they really wanted the ownership of Elden Ring, and I can't blame them. I mean, it was such a good game.